Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. All right, collective, let's see what Spirit has this morning. We have the Emperor. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? Waiting for something. Let's see. Just a little bit more before I speak on it. I heard feeling weary. I feel like this is an emperor that wants to come in your direction. I honestly feel like they were trying to pull you in their direction so they didn't have to put the effort in. I feel like this emperor is very, very secure in a lot of other areas of life, but I am being drawn to the armor that's underneath the emperor's garb here. It can still be seen. They're still ready and braced for battle, you know, at any time. They can be challenged. I feel like this emperor is good in every other area of life, but when it comes to love, this emperor is armored. So whether masculine or feminine, this person is armored up. They have the chest plate over top of their heart to keep them safe, right? I feel like they were waiting for you to make the moves, and I feel like I want to say that they should have been making. I don't know why, I just feel like this person should have been the one to make the moves to come in your direction. Maybe you've already put in some type of effort, and I feel like maybe that's why this person assumed you would just do more. I feel like they've been a little cold. I feel like they've been someone to not kind of, it's like if they did speak up, it was very clear and to the point and really kind of void of emotion. So I can see why you probably moved back from this situation. It's like this person has a lot of great qualities. They're standing in that emperor energy, but they're just not offering up themselves in, I feel like, in a way that you feel comfortable with. I just feel like they weren't putting in any effort. They were just expecting you to put in the effort. You know, they might want to come back through and start putting in their fair share to kind of balance this out. I feel like they realized what they lost when you stopped trying. It's like, all right, maybe I should have put in the action steps. Yeah, look, a death in reverse. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I just kind of feel like this emperor was really kind of holding out. I feel like there are a lot of places they feel secure in their life. Love is not one of them. And when you were showing the opportunity for that, this person got spooked and was kind of, I want to say, acting out of character. Maybe they kind of spoke in a way to you that wasn't, you know, maybe what you were used to or what you thought you would get. It was just a little cold. It was just a little calculated. It was, I don't want to say manipulation, but maybe just a touch of, I hear quick-witted thinking. So it's like, how can I get this person to give me the results that I want? And I feel like that's how this emperor was thinking. They might come out with the truth. Maybe that they've been through things before, and maybe that's why they acted the way that they did with these spilled cups here, that river of tears. There's still the opportunity for love behind this person, but they had to grieve other things first or heal with this river other things first. And I feel like maybe that's a secret they keep to themselves, not something that they readily share with everyone. But I feel like because this person sees your value, I hear the one that got away, and I'm thinking you might be the one that's getting away. And if they don't come back around, they will, in fact, miss their opportunity. They failed to see it when it was right under their nose. And I feel like that's the scary part for this emperor. So, yeah, they want to put the work in now. I like that. Okay, so they're looking to see if there's still a space that they can get in here. They want to drop that burden at the door. They're hoping that you are not indifferent to what they're offering now. They are going to offer something solid, something small. You know, it's a page offer, but it's a solid offer at that. So, you know, I feel like the more you accept from this person, the more that they will eventually give. This is someone who's a little afraid to invest, but knows that they want to. So yeah, if they want that top spot, and they want the opportunity to be with you, they're going to have to put the effort in. So yeah, they tried to get past that. They tried to sneak past that. It's like, well, if I can get this person to chase me, then there's no risk, right? And again, I'm hearing in my mind, I feel like that card came up yesterday, risk and reward. So I do kind of feel like, you know, no risk, no reward in this case. So they realize that in their mind, they see that you're worth the risk. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be toxic, but I feel like, you know, it inevitably came out that way, but it was definitely not intentioned. It was with the intention of keeping themselves safe and secure where they were on their throne, versus just, they were trying to control the situation and not allowing it to unfold naturally or organically, right? Yeah, they want to put this, I think this person's been losing sleep over the fact that they messed up. I feel like this is something that sticks in their mind. This person may not take, well, instances where they have messed up. It's like this type of energy will play over and over again in this person's mind. And I want to say wreak havoc in their mind space. They don't like the failure energy, right? I mean, nobody does, but I feel like this person is maybe unnecessarily hard on themselves. You may know this person to be an achiever. I feel like this person is that. Yeah. I feel like you walked off in search of, and now here they are kind of following behind you. Yeah. They don't want to feel defeated in this situation anymore. See, you're still single. So, I feel like single and worthy of what you're creating. And I feel like you actually give this person that feeling of happiness and fulfillment. They know they could have a really beautiful future with you, one that's very abundant, one that could be very solid as well, and something that could carry them into the future. I want to say generational type energy. You might be creating something on your own as well, or have the drive to do so. So whether you are or not, I feel like this person sees you as being very talented, very worthy, very fruitful and abundant, all on your own. Is there anything else? Yeah, they're ready to come out of the cold. They're going to utilize their strength to come out of the cold. I am going to drop it there. I feel like we don't really need to keep going. I feel like this person will be coming in, I hear shortly. So this person will be coming in very, very soon. Trying to get your attention. Like I said, I don't feel like, I hear well-meaning. So I feel like this person's a well-meaning person, but they didn't put the effort in where it should have been. And I feel like maybe that kind of rubbed you the wrong way. It made you feel less than worthy. But the secret is, it's not like you were less than worthy. Yeah, that death in reverse kept sliding out of the deck here. And I feel like that's exactly what they want. They want that brand new beginning. Yeah, I just feel like this person wants to balance everything out. They wanted to try and get away with doing so, just sitting on their throne and getting what they wanted, but you didn't perform the way that they thought you would. And I feel like once they realized what they lost, they started getting nervous, started getting upset. It's like maybe it was working for a while and it was kind of pulling you in, and maybe they got a little too excited with the fact that you were almost chasing them, or they felt that you were, even if you maybe weren't. They might have gotten that energy and thought you were. But I don't feel like it was, with that devil in reverse, I don't feel like that was this person's intention to make you look stupid or anything like that. They just, they wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too. They just didn't want to put in the work, but they realize you're worth the work, and so they're going to put it in. Just a little later than expected. Okay, let me take a sip and clear that energy here. It's good energy, but it's powerful energy, which I'm not surprised. We did have that Emperor in there. That Emperor energy is pretty strong. Okay, let's see what we've got here. What do we have? We have the Sun. All right. Vitality. I hear a fresh new day. I hear starting of a brand new day. Yeah, look, blessings coming in. We have admiration. Okay. All right, collective. Now, I do always say someone coming towards you, but if it is flipped, because I get the feeling that this one might be flipped, the other one might be flipped as well. These are general readings, so as always, take what resonates, toss the rest. If it's not for you, leave it on the board. It's for somebody else, right? And these readings are timeless. So whenever you get to this, whether it's right after I post it or not, it could be absolutely perfect for where you are in your now moment. You can go back to any one of my reads and check those out. They might resonate for you in the now. Okay, just felt like I had to spit that out. Okay, we've got faith. You've got someone coming towards you. I do feel like they see you as being bright and shiny and happy. You're someone that they admire, and I do want to say admire from afar. They do view you as a blessing, and they do. Okay, I wanted to say they do view you as being very, I want to say passionate about your hopes and your dreams, but as much as I see that, I feel like this person is very passionate about you. I feel like you could be very, very attractive. This person could be very, very attracted to you. They may want to race in and take action on you. I feel like this person, I hear much to their dismay. They're devoted by heart. I feel like I feel like this is the type of person that did not want their heart to get caught up, but it did. That's the energy I'm getting here. I feel like it takes a lot of strength. They had to admit that to themselves. But once they did and they got past the fact that the one who's not supposed to fall in love or fall head over heels has actually done so, it's like, well, what can we do now with it? Now that we get it, now that we understand it, we have to be strong, we have to take action, or we're not going to get what we want, right? So let's see. Yeah, potential. There's potential. This person could be coming in with an offering of flowers. I love that they're taking a leadership role. This is, to me, that emperor energy, that stubborn energy. This person knows what they want, and now that they know it, they're going to go for it. They're going to take that action, right? They're going to be strong because they're devoted by heart. There's something sweet here. They definitely want to go full circle with you. This is the type of thing that could go years, right? And hopefully with any luck at all, I hear, yeah, go the long haul with the heart connection. This person wants to explore with you. They want to take the journey with you. I really love this energy. You could be hearing from this person very, very soon. Got information coming through. Ancient wisdom. I feel like this is just the knowledge of what was hidden with that ancient wisdom. So this person has kept it hidden maybe for a while before, maybe they had to get to a point of readiness to step in. It took a while maybe to step into that strength where they were able to speak their truth or felt good enough to speak their truth. Yeah, they contemplated that for quite a while with the bench and assessing. So, yeah, they're ready to take the pathway. They know that there's inner growth. I feel like they've experienced some form of inner growth, maybe on their way to you as well. Yeah, prosperity. This is the road to prosperity. They know that they can have happiness with you. We started out with that vitality in the sun, and that is the way you made this person feel. So look, great change coming in and something taking root. And I do feel like it is the balancing out of two souls working together to be one. There's a lot of passion here. And I feel like that's the key. It helped this person realize what the wish actually is in life. It's like what they actually want. I feel like they realized they admired you, but maybe not to the extent that they did. And then once they realized that, they wanted to come in your direction and take the action. The passion is something that pushes this person forward. It propels them towards the wish you are the wish. And then we have energetic movement forward. I feel like with this howl, you'll be hearing from them very, very soon. That howl travels. It's very loud and it travels very far, right? You've got spirit on deck in this as well, providing clarity with this revelation here, that there is loyalty by heart. Things are going to move forward very quickly with stagnation in reverse into a victory. I love it. I'm going to drop it there. We could keep going, but I feel like Spirit would just keep delivering the same message. So we'll cut it here. Sounds great. I feel like this person is really getting up their brave. I feel like you may be surprised that this person is thinking about you. I wanted to say still thinking about you. So it could be months to years. We're not going to cut anything out. I do feel like for some, it could span years. For others, it could span a few weeks or a few months where you thought that this person was maybe a little disinterested, or they didn't like you enough to really stick around, or they wanted to hop around. I do feel like this is the type of vibe this person was maybe giving off, a bit of fun and, you know, body to body type of energy. But I feel like I hear you done messed up. So I feel like this person just, I feel like that's what they're telling themselves. They messed up. They fell for you. It wasn't something that they even tried to do. I feel like it was just something that happened. That's what I hear. How funny. All right, we've got this deck here, and I'm not quite certain what this deck has to offer here, but we're going to hop into it. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Transformation. All right, transformation is brewing. Embrace change and harness its magic. All right, what else for the collective? I feel like this might be something that you're meant to focus on. I feel like some of you could, I hear gung-ho, so be ready to step into your transformation. I don't know if this is physicality, so the physicality of self transforming, changing. You could be losing or gaining weight, one or the other. Maybe changing the way you look. You could be having procedures done or just changing your look up. I do kind of see it that way as well. Energetically, I feel like there's something going on underneath of it all that is kind of spurting these changes into motion. I feel like I want to say highest version of self. So I do kind of feel like whatever this change energy is, that transformation energy is coming from that underneath of it all. All right, anything else, Spirit? Roots. Yeah, I feel like it's going to take root very quickly. I also heard root in the boot. So I don't know if some of you have Italian ancestry. I don't know why that just came through. I feel like you'll maybe that's just a clue for someone. Only take it if it resonates. Leave it on the board if it doesn't. Yeah, somebody wanting to make some changes. This could be changes in your, I wanted to say your atmosphere. So it's like changes in everything around you. It could be your space. You could be changing paint colors in your house and changing the vibration of the space. I just feel like there are changes happening, and maybe in multiple areas. The mystery. Yeah, you know, it says unlock ancient secrets. The past holds the keys to your future. I feel like maybe you've been one in the past to sit and wallow in a certain energy instead of standing up to make great changes to make yourself feel comfortable and happy. And I feel like you realized what wasn't working, and then you realized what you needed to do. So I feel like you're handling things just a little bit differently than you would have in the past. And I hear kudos to you. I feel like you're doing the right thing for yourself. We have the threads. It says, weave the threads of your dreams. Your thoughts shape your reality. I feel like you're taking good care of yourself. I do want to say this feels a lot like self-care routines. This feels a lot like I love myself, and so I deserve to be treated this way. So it's setting those healthy boundaries. It's like, you know what? I could use a change. Let me clean up around myself. It could be something so simple as cleaning up the space around you. or decorating, something like that, just changing the energy of the space around you. And I feel like everything kind of, I see dominoes being like in the line, and you hit the one and it kind of goes all the way down the line. That's what I'm seeing. It's like the one thing affects the next thing, affects the next thing. And before you know it, there's been great transformation and you're miles from where you've been. I feel like you look completely different. Your vibe is completely different. Your space looks completely different. It's just that energy started with just one small decision you made for yourself. Like, I don't want to sit in this energy anymore. And then boom, everything just flows from there. We do have companion. Listen to your inner voice. Your spirit guide is there to assist you. Spirit could be guiding you along this path. You could have a little fuzzy buddy or a non-fuzzy buddy who is a part of this transformation. It's like, maybe you're making changes with your little fuzzy buddy or your little baby in mind. Maybe it's not just for you that you're making these changes. It's like better for us. You might actually be inviting in a new person as well. I do want to say that with the companion. Doesn't have to be a fuzzy or non-fuzzy. Could be a person getting ready to come in. Sometimes it's strange when we rework the energy in our spaces, how it is more welcoming and conducive to new energy and therefore new people to come in as well. Part of the wisdom. You want to create movement in your life. Change the space around you, change the energy, change your own energy, right? Think more positively, see yourself in a different light, treat yourself well, right? And all of these little things transform into the biggest of things. Like I said, you'll be miles from where you've been. I feel like intuitively, you know, you kind of knew you were heading in a new direction. It brings you a lot of peace as well. Peace and serenity. It says nature is your sanctuary, but I feel like this has to deal with your sanctuary. So it's wherever, I want to say it's wherever you hang your hat. Home is where you hang your hat. So it's like wherever your space is, nurture yourself within that space. Try to set up a routine for yourself that makes you feel good. That could be the first step if you're not there yet or you haven't taken this step. I feel like some of you are in this energy where you are getting ready to reap a lot of the rewards of making those changes, or you're just stepping into it. You could be on the precipice ready to step into this energy. You could make a lot of headway throughout the chillier months if you're making changes at home. Yeah, great abundance. You're just kind of opening up the door for abundance to flow in. I am kind of seeing that tradition, New Year's, where you open the back door and you open the front door. It's like you kind of sweep the energy through. You let out the old and bring in the new, right? You do that at midnight, the back door and the front door. Anyways, for those who don't know, that's just something you can look it up. But it's just an energy thing, right? And I feel like I'm kind of seeing that, but it may be coming earlier than expected for some of you. It is going to balance things out for you beautifully. I swear we just had an eclipse. I should keep more track of the planets, but I just haven't had the time. So we have eclipse. I feel like with that new energy, this new sense of self has been ushered in with it. Is there anything else? Yeah, lots of clarity to be had at this time. I feel like things are more smooth for you. If you channel messages, as a side note, your channels could be a whole lot clearer. They might flow very easily. I hear eloquence, so the way you speak, things could be flowing very easily out of your mouth. You could have come from a period where you were tripping over your words or things weren't flowing as easily. I feel like things are going to even out. You are under protection as you, I wanted to say, as you guide others around you and as you guide yourself. So for some of you, you may be guiding. As a side note, this is not for everyone, but for those of you who do guide others, maybe spiritually, could be with tarot cards, doesn't have to be. you may realize that your protection is on high, or you've been working on that, and that's part of your self-care routine. Could be something like that. Your clarity could be coming through a whole lot more prominently right now. And I feel like you're guided to take precautions to protect your energy. I feel like I wanted to say illusions. I feel like you're stepping past the illusion, or seeing more openly in through the veil. It's getting thinner at this point in the year. So I do feel like you could be seeing with divine clarity even more clearly than you normally do. So that's for some, as a side note. For those of you who are just, you're like, well, I don't have any special this, that, or the others. You are protected. You're being guided by spirit. They are on deck for you and could be providing clarity for you to help you take your next steps into a clearer, more, I feel like, powerful version of self, right? I feel like you've been trying to manifest better for yourself, and Spirit is saying it starts within you. That's where we're going to start. So you may think, well, how am I going to have changes on the outside? It really does start within. It starts within our mind space. It starts in our hearts. That's where the manifestations start. They come from the core and they radiate out. So that's where you start. When you're looking to make great changes on the outside of your life, look inside, right? Yeah, focus in there. Step into alignment. I want to say protect your energy. And I do want to say be mindful about energy exchange. It's a real thing. When you allow yourself to be around certain energies and you're not protecting yourself, you're not shielding yourself, knowing that these energies bring in lower energy, it can really affect yours. You can suffer with all sorts of mood swings and, foul moods and things like that. Just if you're that type of sponge, you could be empathic. If you are that type of person, as a side note, definitely shield yourself, protect yourself. If you don't know how to do that, look into it. You can call upon Archangel Michael. He is an excellent sword and shield and an excellent wingman. Got it? So that could help you as well if you're new to the journey. Even if you're not, you can always call upon Michael. Doesn't matter what your belief system is, he'll always be right there. We have enlightened, and I feel like that's kind of where you're going to. Alignment, enlightenment. I heard tinctures. So with the herbs here, it says nature's gifts are abundant. You could be indulging in maybe herbal teas and things in the evening to relax the body and just take care of the self. It could be part of a self-care routine, just helping to relax and de-stress. A lot of times I'm seeing chamomile tea. So it could be someone who's drinking maybe like a sleepy time tea in the evening, just to calm the self down, to unwind after the long day. It's excellent for self-care. So you could be indulging in that as well. Or this doesn't have to be teas and things. If teas aren't your thing, you could just be very picky and choosy about what you're putting into your body as fuel, right? Being more mindful. So you could be doing something like that, maybe taking on more fruits and vegetables if that's your thing. It's making healthier choices. So I do kind of see that here. So it's everything from the spiritual to the physical. There are changes being made. We've exhausted the deck. I love this deck. Wow. I really love the message that this is giving you all here today. I feel like there was a lot for everybody, but changes can be made. Transformation is coming in to take root. I feel like maybe you didn't see this coming, but it's taking you to really beautiful places. This is the key to your forward movement. I really love that. All right, where do I want to go? I have one more deck here, so we're going to hop in and see what we've got. Let me take a quick sip. Just ground that energy a little bit for myself. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we have silence. Okay, yep. Okay, I got it. So, what I'm kind of getting here is I do feel like somebody left you in silence to go for the party scene, to go out having fun. You fell for this person, and I feel like you think that they didn't fall for you. That's not entirely true. They've been using this scene to try and dissuade themselves from falling in love with you. I don't feel like they have a choice. I hear the heart wants what it wants. And I feel like the louder this person's heart gets, the more they try to put themselves on a scene where things are fancy free and they don't matter and I can do what I want. And I feel like this person is almost punishing themselves. Like, I hear, how could you fall in love with that girl? Or how could you fall in love with that guy? It's like, that's not in our plans. Whether or not it was planned, we have twin flame, divine connection. This is a divine connection. It's fate. Spirit on deck. This is what I'm getting. I do feel like somebody has tried to run and they may have been successful for quite a while. And why I say that is because they have effectively convinced you that you didn't have meaning, that you weren't what they were looking for. This person has been dealing with their own emotional storm that they've caused. And I feel like if they've hurt you at all, they don't feel good about that. You would think, oh, maybe they were trying to, or just another player, just another, somebody who doesn't care. I feel like you may have categorized this person as that. Just know that they have been really good at convincing you that they're not interested. So much so that this came to an end. You might be thinking, well, there's no way I'd give that person a second chance. They didn't see my value. They didn't see what I had to offer. They didn't want that, right? Or even if, like I said, even if they did see it, maybe they just didn't want that, right? And that made you maybe feel some kind of way. There is a magnetic attraction here, and I feel like, yeah, bliss and happiness. This person enjoyed your company. They were attracted to you in ways I feel like they've not been attracted to people before. With that twin flame, that divine level soulmate connection, the passion and sparks that come from this type of situation are unlike anybody else has experienced with, right? Which you've experienced with. Blah, blah, blah. This person still has dreams about having a family with you someday. But I feel like someday might be sooner than they imagine because I feel like they're having a really hard time. I see this animal kind of roaring, being chained. It's like, looks like it's trying to escape. It looks like a giant bear, but it's really dark. So it's like, from that image, it's like they were fighting this connection from the jump because they didn't want to be chained. They didn't want to be told what their destiny was. And maybe you tried to tell them what you felt. So it could be something like that, like you recognized it before they did. But I feel like they may have you believe that they didn't see it at all. But I feel like you got there only seconds before they did. They realized it, but then they were too arrogant or stuck in their ego, so they tried to fight it. They're like, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to do what you're telling me I'm supposed to be to you. And they ran. I feel like they may unexpectedly, all of a sudden, like a lightning strike, come back in. I do hear bang, 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 and it looked like a castle door. It looked dark and stormy, and I do kind of feel like this person has kind of given themselves that energy because they're fighting what feels right for them. They've been fighting what their destiny. It's like the howls get louder, and I feel like the energy gets more powerful. The pull in this situation, I want to say, is ridiculous. And I feel like you'll know if you know. Yeah. I feel like if you want to get honest with self, honest truth, and it's like unexpectedly, the honest truth is, it's like I've been, yeah, independent, broken, cheating. you know, this person may have had situations of the past where they decided they wanted to be single. Maybe they had a situation where they were cheated on, and they decided it'd be easier to just be non-committal and independent, right? I feel like you were that surprise. You were the one that they came across that they can't let go of. It's like any other person, easy, no problem. I can forget about you tomorrow, right? But this person just doesn't happen that way. You bring them peace as much as you rile them up, as much as this tension, and I want to say adult tension, grinds at them or pulls at them in ways that they've not experienced before. You also, on the flip, bring them a peace that they have not experienced before. So, you know, they may have been worried that they were addicted or it was unhealthy attachment when it comes to you. That might have been another reason that they ran. Sometimes the energy is so intense in these divine connections that, you know, that's why they say runner chaser. And it often flips too. It's like one will chase, and then when the other stops chasing, the other looks and is like, wait a minute, where'd you go? And then they start chasing and the other starts running. It's because the energy is just not it's just not right yet. So there's some learning and some growth that goes on in between these types of situations. And then it's funny too, because I feel like as soon as people get ready to give up on this type of situation and they're okay with being without it, it's like, I still feel you, I still understand you. You get ready to run in another direction, or not even run. You're casually walking in a direction because there's no other choice, right? Or you feel that way. Boom, that's when this person shows up, and there's the possibilities are endless in this situation. Look at this relationship connecting, new possibilities, greener grass. Yeah, they might have considered you a friend, or maybe they viewed you as, I don't know if one of you feels like the other put them in the friend zone, or I do kind of get that. So it could have been something, or they thought they were in the friend zone, or they thought they couldn't get out of the friend zone, something like that. Other influences may also have played a role in this situation, pulling this person in a different direction. But it's all for growth. That's how these very spiritual connections work. Yeah, towards karmic relationships. Friends may have pulled them towards karmic relationships, towards, yeah, we've got new love, but I feel like that's where we're heading. New love, renewed hope in the situation with this relationship connecting and greener possibilities. This person may have ghosted you, disappeared in the past. Yeah, I feel like the mask is falling off. In the past, they didn't show their true self because they were heartbroken. You know, it was easier to wear the mask. No judgment, right? No judgment. We've all gone through, you know, we all had to grow from the ground up. So I do feel like, you know, you can understand this person was not quite ready if they were still hurting over something else. I feel like you inspired this person to become more, or to be someone more. I feel like they may have made great changes or great strides in their life while they were apart from you, with you in mind. Um, but that might also be something, I hear news to my own ears. So something you didn't, grasp the first time around. I hear you didn't read between the lines, and this person had expected you to read their mind. It's like you didn't know that I was out there trying to better myself so I could come back to you. They were dealing with insecurities as well, self-esteem issues, which I feel like you would be like, no way, not that person. Yes, that person. Everybody's got their insecurities that they need to work through. Your person is no different. Compromise, making changes. This person may be more willing to bend at this stage because of the feelings, because they understand that they've got love in their heart for you. They've been secretly admiring you for quite a while. I am going to cut it there. Oh, well, I'll cut it here. They're traveling in your direction, and I want to say very, very soon, they want to experience new experiences with you, and I feel like I hear shock, and maybe horror. And I feel like the reason I heard horror was because someone realized when they opened the door that they were not dressed or they were in their pajamas. So that could be for somebody. It's like this person may just show up. Um, so or you run out to the store and you're like, you've got your sweatpants on and no, no makeup on your face or whatever. You're not looking your best, whether you're masculine or feminine, and then you run into this person. But I do feel like it's almost like this person shows up where they know you'll be. So for some of you, this person, if they know where you live, they might be showing up to just sit down and have a chat with you. Could be for some. So if somebody rings your doorbell, you could just hurry up and change real fast. Leave something around where you could change your clothes if you're used to running around in your pajamas when you're home, right? Something funny. I don't know why I got that, but that's definitely not going to be for everyone, but it's definitely going to be for someone. This person wouldn't even care. They're so in love with you. They'd think you're beautiful in your pajamas or handsome in your pajamas, right? So I've got that there. All right, let's shake these up a little bit. Get some letters out here. Oh, just a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So your initials, their initials, and any other messages that kind of come along here. I just heard Marco Polo. So I hear a game of hide and seek. So it's like, oh, okay. So I do feel a tether to the last reading with that divine soulmate energy. Spirit's kind of likening the connection to a game of Marco Polo. It's like where both have their eyes closed and they're listening really intently for a sound or a hint or a clue. And that's kind of how this twin flame divine counterpart energy works. It's like clues kind of come in that kind of point you in their direction. You might not even be aware that somebody's, yelling Marco while the other is yelling back Polo, right? It's vibrationally. So that's an interesting thing, but that's what Spirit was giving me. So you might not realize that you're still fully connected to this person. You never actually are not connected. I feel like that's something Spirit wants you to know. The disconnection and the feeling of loss is in fact between high-level soulmates and twin flames is an illusion. There is no separation. It's just, whether or not you're creating energetic blocks for yourself by believing there is separation between the two, is what I'm hearing. So, all right. I heard something about nectar and something about something being so sweet. I heard something about the honeybee and the nectar. So it's like, again, being drawn to, it's like they go together. And then I'm seeing the hive. It's like there may be a lot of other opportunities out there, but there's only one queen bee is what I hear. I don't know why I'm getting these things, but that's what I'm getting. So I don't know. The thing with the honeybees and the queen bee might be significant to either you or your person. I don't know if somebody refers to you as that, but it could be something like that. Let's see. I hear something about the day and then denning up together. So it's like, again, I see the bear. So it's, he looks much more calm this time around. He doesn't look like he's fighting or flailing. He kind of looks like he's laying on top of bunches of blankets and everything looks warm. The colors are reds and golds and it looks like a bear in a cottage. So super cozy, fire in the background. And I feel like this person is going to finally feel like they can rest once they have you, right? It's like that ease comes back into their life where they feel like their body or their tension can finally just ebb away, right? And they can nap or rest easily. I feel like the energy that they've been carrying with them is very jarring. Because it's been calling so significantly. The pull has become something that's maybe been, I want to say almost terrifying, because it gets louder and louder. It's like a train on the tracks, you know, how it just gets closer and you can hear it louder and louder. That's kind of what the energy is doing in this situation. That energy is so strong. The tethers, I'm seeing a bunch of, it's like a coil of red and gold threads, like, and it looks like it's not just, you know, pinky to pinky. It almost looks like the whole hand was like engulfed in these threads from one hand to the next. So I don't know what's going on. This might be someone very specific, or for someone very specific. I don't know if the two of you have done this over and over and over again. I feel like a lot of twin souls or high-level soulmates do, but there's something more with the connection. It's not just like the red thread of fate where you find your soulmate. It's something more, is what I'm seeing. So I feel like there's a severity to it, or there was a heaviness and then a lightness. The extremes are there, and maybe more than you've been able to physically speak about to others. Wow. All right. Now, that could be you or your person. Could go either way. Is there anything else? I don't know why I feel like you may run into your person at a gas station. Or paddling. I heard paddleboard, so I don't know if it's paddleboard. And I also see what looks like canoeing or kayaking. You might meet your person there, or while you're doing something like that. I feel like it's going to surprise you as well. All right, let's see. Let's go into the charms. What do we have, Spirit? All right, yeah, we've got that seashell. I'm not surprised to see it. It is the opportunity for forever. Just because we have the forever love or the forever partner doesn't mean that it's automatically going to go that way. This is the opportunity for a forever with your person. The thing is, it takes effort on both of your parts to create that future opportunity, right? So you don't just get into it and then it automatically happens. This is two people putting the work in. It takes a lot of effort just to get towards each other, and then from there, more effort. You got to put more in to get more out, right? But it's worth it, right? Or you decide if it's worth it. I feel like the opportunity for a forever partner with someone who's right for you is worth the effort. But that's just me, my thought. I feel like the two of you are very, very similar. The two of you fit together very, very well. You could both be gifted as well with the two owls here. You both have some type of sight or gifts. Could be something like that. Your person may be gifted, I want to say, like you. And that's for who it's for. You could be highly intuitive, and your person could also be highly intuitive. There's still a lot of growth to be had in this situation with the two of you. I feel like the energy is conducive to creating a future between the two of you. Yeah, I feel like one you don't need protection from. It's like this person is willing, I want to put this here between the two of you, because I feel like it's there. Either one of you would never hesitate to shield each other from the storm. So there's a lot of genuine love and care here. And two people who wouldn't mind putting in the effort to help each other through difficult situations. So I feel like there's a lot of gorgeous energy to be had here. I hear a snake in the grass or a snake in your camp. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like run, don't walk. I feel like you know there's a cobra in your camp. And I feel like you've allowed this person to overstay their welcome, and they feel like they have more power than they actually do. And what I mean by that is at any time you can hire, fire, and promote accordingly. It is your life, right? So if someone's coming in and they're creating havoc, or they're overstepping their bounds. I feel like this person is doing that. They're looking at you like prey, like someone they can control, or I see this, the cobra, it's like a scared rabbit and it swoops around this way when the rabbit's getting ready to run in a direction, and it's real smooth, and it's kind of like almost trying to, okay, the eyes are doing this. It's like, what's that called? Um, now I'm seeing Jafar's little thing where he's trying to control Jasmine's dad, whatever. And so that type of energy, trying to convince this person to do something that they don't want to do. So they could be trying to convince you or your person, but there's a snake in the camp. I feel like it's all going to change very, very soon. Or things will change when someone makes a decision. And I think that's, yeah, a decision to run for it or get away from it. There could be somebody of the past that's created a very unhealthy, toxic dynamic. Now, this could be between you and you and somebody from the past, or your person and somebody from their past. And they may need to actually make these changes before they can come in your direction and be ready for this growth, ready to bloom in a different way. They might have to actually voice their thoughts, like, or end something completely. This could be the end of a cycle as well. I feel like they're being pushed to see with clarity so they can make necessary changes to come in your direction. That's what I'm getting. All right, collective, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. Until the next time, I will see you later.